Hey YouTube, good evening. I'm still spinning. It's been a while. I appreciate everybody sticking around and um, watching the videos. And I've just been real busy with work and just Christmas in general. So I figured I'd stop at a quick minute this evening to do a video, and I wanted to do another tutorial. So if any of y'all bought a used, and this is gonna help with people who have bought a used turntable recently. If you bought a used turntable and you go to plug it in and you push, if you have an um, automatic start, some of you may have run into this issue. See how it's setting, but it's setting in the wrong spot. Okay, so figured I'd do a video on how to fix that problem. One thing you're going to need is a flathead screwdriver, and if you have a little clamp like I do on my turntable, you'll just want to click the little clamp down so that the tone arms stay still. This is on a Technics SL-D3, so I think this will work on a lot of Technics players and a lot of older turntables. But what you're going to do is, you see this little guy right here, this little spot, this little lifted spot right here. What you can do is take the flathead and just pop that off. You don't want to lose that though. And what it is, there's a little screw down there, flathead screw. So what you do is you get in there. I just gotta get the place. There it is. Okay, so I got it snapped, and you kind of see the tone arm wiggling a little bit. And you just turn it a little bit, and you're gonna have to play around with it a little bit. So I turned it just a hair, maybe about a quarter turn. Let's see how that does with the tone arm. Okay, so it moved it over quite a bit, but we're still not there, right? So let's move it back, lock it into position, turn it maybe another quarter turn, get it in there. And sometimes you have to, I'm doing this without looking inside of it, so I just gotta kind of wait for the spot to pop in there. That way. Alright, so let's do another little quarter turn. Let's test it out. A little better, but not quite there. And it takes a couple tries, because if you do it too much, then it will go way up on the record, like way far in. And I'm just using an old dirty record here to test it. No big deal. Okay, see how far it's coming in now? So what I need to do now is pull it back a little bit. Back into the screw, and this time I'm going to come counterclockwise. I was doing clockwise before. Let's see where it goes now. Might be good. Looks about right. So, I mean, ideally you want to get it on this first little section of grooves right here. And that looked like it was placed pretty well. Let's try it one more time. You can kind of, that first little ring you want to get right there. It's a little easier to see with that light. See that first little groove? Yeah, so that's perfect. That's just about where I want it. So, like I said, you just pop off this little screw, a little cap right here, and just make the adjustment. And you kind of have to do it 2, 3, 4 times, and eventually it'll land where you want it to land, and you're good to go. And I don't really have to adjust this very often. Every once in a while, I may bump the turntable and may knock it a little bit loose, but overall, it does pretty well. So I hope that helps somebody, and thanks for watching.